Calculus 2012, question number 4, part B. This is asking us to use integration by parts, and the formula you will have learnt in class, to remind you, is uv minus the integration of the new bits. We first need to identify u and dv by dt. So at the side we do our u and our dv by dt, which is e to the minus t over 3. We then differentiate u, which gives us 1, and we integrate v, which gives us minus 3 e to the minus t over 3. Remembering that t over 3, this is the fraction a third, and when we flip it, a third goes to 3 in front. You then might have learnt the visual image of uv minus the integration of the new bits sign to help you remember the order. So writing this out, uv minus the integration of the two new bits times together, that would, because it's 1, that just gives me minus 3 e to the minus t over 3, and because it's a minus, that joins with that to make a plus, so I've got 3e to the minus t over 3 dt. Right, so I now need to integrate again, so I'm tidying that up, so minus 3t e to the minus t over 3. Integrating this again gives me minus 9 e to the minus t over 3. Again, the third flips to give me 9 in front, and the minus drops down with it. I now need to put in the limits, so I'll put square brackets and limits. I go through, first of all, putting in 6, so that's minus 18 e to the minus 2, minus 9 e to the minus 2. Then I'm going to put in 0. Be careful here, this is one of those cases that when you put in 0, it doesn't necessarily give you 0. So putting 0 into the first term, I'm timesing by 0, so that does give me 0. But when I put 0 into here, I've got e to the 0, which actually gives me 0. So, e to the 0 gives me 1, so that actually gives me minus 9. So tidying up, I've got minus 27 e to the minus 2 at 9, and to tidy again, I would probably be happier moving the 9 in front. Part 2, we're asked to find the total number of visitors in the first 6 weeks. In Part A, we integrated the first 6 weeks, which means we found the total number of visitors in that 6 weeks, but if you notice, the 20,000 wasn't there. So all you've got to do is do the 20,000 times your 9 minus 27 e to the minus 2, which gives me 106,918.9, and to tidy up, I would do to 3 significant figures. Part C says the park will close when the expected number of visitors falls below 6,000. After how many weeks does the model predict the park will be closed? Right, so this, I think, is the easiest way to tackle this, is to go back and just do trial and improvement. So if we substitute into our original equation, which was 20,000 times t times e to the minus t over 3. So it's a calculator exercise, so I would do t equals 7 and calculate v, and that comes out as 13,576. I might look at t equals 9, and that comes out as 8961. I can see it's getting lower, but it's still not to the 6,000. So I might do t equals 10, and v comes out to be 7,134. So it's getting there, so I'm going to stick with just going up in ones and that gives me 5,623. So it's sometime between the end of year 10 and the end of year 11 that the park reaches 6,000. So it will close after 11 weeks.